Howdy how, party people. Hopefully all of you have had a wonderful weekend, and happy Father's Day to all you dads out there doing everything you can for your family. That's awesome and remarkable, and I love that. So keep it up. We've now rallied for a while, as you know, and we've had a absolutely great month because we understood that this is gonna go. We had that pattern, and then it went. All right, this is the daily chart. So just zooming out here, I would, the bears tried at 410, they tried at 420, they tried at 430, and as of right now, we had that D45 and we had a red Friday. However, you cannot, and this is where it becomes tricky. I'm gonna show you guys some data that I look at, but you have to remember OPEX action was exactly that. We used to have great OPEX run-up days or full sells, but as of late, we've had these days that they're just trappy moves. There's a rotation going on, and I'll show you what that rotation is, and it's really, really trappy. So on the daily, obviously, like any chart, if we get a pullback here, there's two candidates and two candidates only, and that would be the top of the 9 here. I don't think we go this low. Sorry to say, I don't. I'd almost view this on the I always, as of late, I've had this 89 MA here, and it comes in around 431 right now. There's a big red volume candle. The MACD is coming down and all this. This can be a complete fake move. It can be a complete fake move. The problem here is for months I've been really, the data for me has been clear. The whole psychology aspect behind, the bears just throwing everything at this because this shouldn't go up, and that fuels a fire and it goes up. Now I'm seeing, as I've said, since May into June and mid-June, the roadmap's been very clear to me. Right now, the timing, there's two pullbacks. There's the short-term pullback that's not going to be huge. That's going to be followed by a pretty big rally. And then there's going to be a more sizable pullback followed by a complete and total melt-up. And this spans until the end of the year. And then there's going to be plenty of chop. So until I am sure what's going to happen, I'm going to try to size light and most likely play momentum stocks like you on Friday. And for next week, I'm going to be watching AI pretty close and other tech names. And obviously, here you have Tesla that has literally gone up, except for 3 days since 150. Or 4 days, 5 days, something like that. It closed that gap and rejected. So if this can get over 265, it will run up to here, the MACD cross point, which is 290. And I think it's gonna do that. But stuff like this. So what do I mean by conflicting data? Well, we sold off on Friday, but as did the VIX. So that's why it's OPEX fuckery. Do I still think the VIX will see 9? Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is the problem with power shares. But we'll play it until it works. I mean, it works on regular days. OPEX, not so much. But we're definitely under some levels. Could this be a double bottom here? Yeah. And then that then makes this a inverted head and shoulders with the target of, that before it dumps again. Okay? So keep that in mind. The Dixie, same thing, low. As of right now, ES is trying to, I mean, this was Friday's close here, right? So it's doing this inverted head and shoulders. It's gonna go and try that price. If it can get over this, I think we run a little bit on Tuesday. Now, again, I have two models. One says early low and one says early high. So it's really hard to predict exactly, but Tuesday will give me more answers. So keep an eye out for the Tuesday recap video before open on Wednesday, because Tuesday things should line up more to make it more clear. Now, the biggest thing this week, obviously, is that all Fed speakers are back, and we have testimony by Powell twice. Okay? So that testimony never happened that week, and it is in fact during the week, and it's on the calendar now. Plus a plethora of Fed speakers. This will most likely be your landmines and your buying opportunities this week, okay? So we gotta keep an eye on that. I'm again gonna be trying to trade the open and the close for all days except Tuesday. I won't be trading the close, but I'll be trading the open. The tick, obviously Friday, you know, we had that sell-off, and as I posted, I'm in the furthest this could possibly pull back until it resumes its rally is 430, or 4,300 ish, give or take. Actually, looking at this, I don't assume it goes lower than 435, but if it does, then the target becomes 435 or 430, which would then be here, around here. I would think that we based here for so many days, if you see, that will not just give. Now, if it's a real sell, of course, by now, no levels hold. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 days here. We have a whole week of basing, so that's gonna hold. But on a pullback, if this is just a pullback before we go higher, then this level will hold. Now, it's a 4-day week. Usually end green. Will the pattern happen again for the 5th week where we pull back? I know Monday's close, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we rally Thursday, Friday. Very possible. It's very, very, the likelihood is pretty high that the market wants to hear Powell and see what he says, right? And he's on for Wednesday. And is he on for Thursday? Or is it just... He's on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, I guess. But there's a bunch of Fed speakers. And then there's jobs, the usual, that has been the catalyst for us then to run that week. Sorry, let me get this here. This week. So as you see, they drop in these. We have Bullard before the market opens, and then we have Bullard when the market closes as well. Now, let me show you some other stuff here. What's Bitcoin doing? Nothing at all. So this is the chart we have been following, all right? This show that we're due for a pretty sizable pullback. Okay, but do we know that this still works? We'll have to find out, right? Because we also have this other pre-election year that also shows now a pullback. However, the fractal that I follow shows that we rally until about June 26th. I fly home on the 28th. Now, if this pans out, I'm buying in the money puts. If we literally meet these levels, I am going to buy in the money puts for a week out. Now, I figured that would have been this week that we've topped here, right? But this fractal showing me that we can go higher. A pullback here can mean a day. It can mean 2 days followed by a completely incredible blow off top rally. So keep that in mind. That does not have to happen. Okay. So as of right now, I have for Tuesday early low, June early high, Wednesday early high, Thursday early low, Friday early low. And then on another model, I also have early high on Tuesday. So that would mean, choppy, slight pullback Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, and then rally Friday or Thursday, Friday. I doubt the market is going to absolutely fly before Powell speaks. It's of course possible, but that would mean that we out of the gate on Tuesday fly. I'd keep an eye on China, and I watched some interesting data that suggested that when the Nikkei and Nasdaq run up, the HSI dumps, and when the HSI pumps, QQQ pulls back. So something interesting to keep on watch. Again, I'll be watching AI, I'll be watching I'll be watching UPST, all the same stocks that we've traded. This having, holding the previous top here, before the earnings dump, and then absolutely running back up. Yes, it's got a strong sell signal, everything does, but it's still above the daily 9 and the 21. Even the hourly, even though it looks bad, it's holding pretty high here. So this is on watch for me. The fact that our beloved UPST is still basing and holding there above 37. Again, once it takes out this level, and I'll pull it up on the daily, as you can see, it has already touched that. It's made its gigantic cup. So when it makes its handle, which is probably going to hit around here, 46, we don't want to miss that. So always keep this on watch. And obviously Unity Software, same thing. It's made its cup. Is it already doing its handle? Almost looks like it. But these three are our main watch. We made a lot of money on these guys. Tesla interests me. I think it's hilarious. And remember when we were messing with this just a while back here, that we've hit 280. I mean, Thursday was insane for Meta. But again, can it go higher? Yes, it can. It can. I mean, look, guys, it's pretty obvious. Okay? We got Gaparonis up there still. So it can go higher. All right? So I would say, as far as, SPY, let me pull up SPY here so we have it. Let's see how Tuesday reacts. Okay? Are we going to get a pullback to here? Then that's your bounce level is 433. I doubt we see the 21 on the daily. I really, really doubt that. Hourly doesn't look so hot. I would prefer a quick rundown to here and then bounce, even though, I mean, my 430s, they're just covering me at this point. I'm 90% cash. So I'm not advocating for a big put position yet, but not a bad idea to be in some out of the money to hedge. Anything can happen. We have no idea what these Fed speakers say. If their tone is that they're absolutely going to be hiking more this year, there's a thing I read that if the Fed skips, once they start the skip, which they now have initiated, if they hold that for 3 meetings, the S&P 500 goes up 8% during that time period. Hence me speaking about a huge freaking rally. Okay? Now, the rotation I mentioned earlier in the video is pretty clear here. And it is in the tech end of day and out of the S&P 500. So that puts QQQ as the prime real estate. Okay? And I'll be updating this as now that I'm back here at my Airbnb. I'll be on more frequently than late last week when I was lucky enough to visit my mother with my brothers. It was an absolutely incredible experience, and I'm very grateful that I got to do that. Here is the market flow. As you see, both parties, bears and bulls, are committing to their position, while price action doesn't say a lot because it was OPEX, and we closed right where the GEX magnet is. So we'll have to kind of wait Tuesday and Wednesday. Trade light, I think we still get a major move Thursday, Friday. If we chop to the downside, where it's just like theta decay on weeklies, I would say the move's going to be to the upside like it has been for the last 4 weeks, end of week, with this Friday OPEX being a exception to the rule. What else? We have a new moon on July 3rd. So that we could, if this fractal pump happens, that's it. The June 26th is the first is half moon, right? So then we could pull down and then pump into the full moon. I would like that scenario, because it also kind of showcases here on these, but we'll have to wait and see. It's the middle of summer. There's trappy moves. We have retail FOMO mixed with retail psychology. So I'm gonna go back to doing one day at a time until I see a clear direction. So I hope this video takes all your grand long puts or grand let's buy a bunch of calls for the next rally. Forget that. Right now it's one day at a time again. We've had an absolutely life-changing run here with everything from Nvidia to QQQ to SPY to Tesla to AI, UPST, U as of late. So there's always going to be more action. Does this market need a breather? Yes. We have Fed speakers this week, a lot of them. We also have inflation data from Europe and Canada and Japan, more importantly, and then we have to kind of wait and see what these Fed speakers say, even though they've all voted for a pause. We got Bullard pre-market, and let's have fun with it. I mean, we always do. We always find something. So let's nail a few good ones this week. Again, another one, Carvana is still holding 25, even though it had a really hard rejection. Baba is still in play with all the China action. Rejected 95, still held 91. A lot of these names did the same. Like AI rejected 48, holding 44. U rejected 45, holding 42. Nvidia rejected 437, still holding 425. Tesla rejected 263, still holding 261. So this rally can still go on. We just got to see how big the pullback is. The dark pool selling, there's selling obviously has occurred, but it's not, if you look at the 15 minute, it's not like, this is not price related, this is not waiting for it, this is momentum. It's not, on tech at least, it's not as hardcore and out of the blue as it was on the S&P 500. So when I see dark pool buying on SPY, that will show to me that soon the selling is over, and that can be as fast as early Tuesday. All right, guys, so bear with me. I'm still going to be traveling for a week, and then I'll be home, and then the daily recap videos will resume, as I won't be meeting family and friends and giving my children experiences. So I'll still try to squeeze a few in this week, and I'll be trading more than last week. So I just wanted to let you know that. And tomorrow we ride at dawn like we usually do. And love yourself and love your family, and God bless.